Hi everyone, my name is Habiola, and on today's presentation, I'll be welcoming you all to this crucial presentation that aims to shed light on the on my organization cybersecurity policy and its executive summary. So the purpose of this presentation basically aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the organization's approach to cybersecurity, highlighting its significance in today's digital landscape. So in an era where technology underpins, nearly every aspect of our operations, cybersecurity has become paramount for our organization. It is not merely a technical consideration, but a fundamental pillar that supports our business objectives and also secure our critical asset and data. And here on this slide, which I have already talked about in one of my assignment, the processes for the creation changes to the different type of standard. So the processes of creating and changing cybersecurity standard in an organization is structured and involve multiple steps. So it begins with evaluating current security needs, the risk and the compliance of that particular organization. The specific goals has to be set and the research has to be done to find industry best practices, regulations and new threats. So initial standards are usually created, and then the feedbacks then gathered from different areas and from important stakeholders such as IT, the legal department, the compliance and the security team. So the standards are then, tested to ensure they align with the organization's strategic objectives. So once all these things are done and are approved by the senior leadership, then the standard needs to be documented for easy access. And the next step is collaboration. Collaboration is very, very crucial in between the department and the stakeholders. So in order to have a successful process, there must be a collaboration. Each department brings their own expertise to ensure a well-rounded approach that takes into account, technical and compliance aspects. So collaboration helps in maintaining, the standard, and it encourages support and it improves the chances of, successful implementations. So also it is important for organizations to align their cybersecurity standard with industry best practices and regulations. So this helps them to stay updated with emerging threats, comply with legal requirements, compare themselves to recognize security practices, and also manage risk effectively. And on my next slide, I'll be talking about the NIST cybersecurity framework. So I'll be giving a summary of it. The National Institute of Standard and Technology, which is the NIST, it's a global recognized and set of guidelines. Basically that everybody knows all over the world. So it's actually it aimed at assisting organizations in managing and improving their cybersecurity practices. So this framework addresses the increasing cybersecurity threats by providing a standardized approach to cybersecurity. Like my organization, we align with the NIST framework by adopting specific standard, controls and also best practices recommended by NIST. All these things covering areas such as access control, data protection, threat detection and incident response. So the framework is structured into 5 functional areas, which is identify, protect, detect, respond and also recover. So with each area representing a crucial aspect of cybersecurity, it is also offers implementation tiers and profiles that enable organizations to customize their cybersecurity approach based on their maturity level, on their complexity and also based on the industry requirements. So aligning with NIC framework, it enhances an organization's cybersecurity posture and also risk management by ensuring a comprehensive approach, reducing risk effectively and also enhancing incident preparedness, allowing customization, and also fostering a culture of a continuous improvement within an organization. And on my next slide, I will be touching base on the cybersecurity lifecycle. The cybersecurity lifecycle is a dynamic and continuous process that organizations adopt to manage and enhance their cybersecurity posture. It consists of four key phases, which is the plan, implement, monitor, and also improve. So in the plan phase, organization develop a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy and conduct risk assessment. So the implement phase involves putting plan into action by implementing security control and measures. So the monitor phase also focuses on continuous monitoring and incident detection. And while the improve phase encompasses lessons learned and enhancement to strengthen cybersecurity. So this approach allows organizations to address emerging threats effectively, adapt to evolving cybersecurity landscapes, and also benefit from proactive risk management and continuous improvement. On my next slide, I'll be touching base with the security policy and business objectives. So in my organizations, we actually we take our security policy and business objectives seriously. And then in any organization, security policy has to be a comprehensive document that outline the commitment to safeguarding critical assets and data, and also it has to cover the aspects like data protection, access control, and incident response. So this policy is closely aligned with the organization's broader business objectives and strategy goals, contributing to risk mitigation, legal compliance, business continuity, customer trust, and innovation. For instance, data protection measures within the policy ensures secure handling of customer data when expanding into global markets. And while asset control, on the other hand, is a mechanism that supports operational efficiency by preventing unauthorized access and data leaks. So this alignment ensures that security measures not only protect the organizations but also enable the achievement of its key business objectives and foster a secure and innovative environment. Here I'll be touching base on the diagram that I actually did for my organization, which is the Augustus Medical Hospital. So this is the system and network diagram. So Augustus Medical Hospital cybersecurity infrastructure is represented in the high-level system and network diagram. It highlights the critical components and the interconnections within the network architecture. So the network perimeter is guarded by a firewall with the DMs in hosting public-facing services. So the internal network is protected by internal firewalls and IDS with an AD server managing user authentication. The remote access, on the other hand, is secured through a VPN gateway with MFA. Cloud services are integrated securely using security groups and ACLs. Various security tools, including IDS, are being used, IPS, and antivirus solutions. They are all deployed in this diagram. An incident response plan also is part of what has been deployed on this diagram. It's used for our server and regular backup to ensure preparedness for security incident and data recovery. User training and awareness is paramount in our organization, and we use that to secure the external connection and establish a continuous learning among the employee. And we also have the continuous monitoring and reporting, which contribute to a robust cybersecurity posture and which safeguard our network, our data, and our services while promoting availability and reliability. And here I'll be touching base on the risk assessment and business continuity. So the organization recognizes the importance of business continuity and disaster recovery. So and then we all make sure that we follow all these overview steps, which is the business impact analysis, business continuity plan, testing and drill, offsite backup, and redundancy, employee training. On our risk assessment process side, we make sure that Augustus Medical Hospital follows a comprehensive risk assessment process to identify, evaluate, and mitigate cybersecurity at all times. And then I will also be touching base with the different type of standard, including the law, regulations, policies, voluntary standard, and framework based standard. So each of these have their unique role in the organization's cybersecurity strategy. Laws are legally binding and enforceable, requiring compliance with security-related regulations relevant to the organization's industries and location. Regulations provide a specific guidelines derived from laws and are often industry specific, outlining cybersecurity measure and requirement. So internal policy, on the other hand, are organizational documents that define acceptable practices and procedures, ensuring that employees adhering to cybersecurity guidelines. Voluntary standard, though they're not legally mandated, but they are industry, but that the most industry actually recognizes as the best practices that organization can choose to adopt to demonstrate their commitment to robust cybersecurity. So framework-based standards like NIST cybersecurity framework or CIS control provides a structured approach to cybersecurity, allowing organizations to assess and enhance the cybersecurity control systematically. So together, these standards helps establish a comprehensive and compliant cybersecurity posture that aligns with industry best practices and also organizational objectives. And here I will be touching base with the incident response and incident handling plan. At Augustus Medical Hospital, we have implemented a comprehensive incident response plan, which we follow as a structured approach to handle all our cybersecurity incidents efficiently. And then with that, the RRDP is designed to detect incident promptly, respond efficiently, mitigate the impact, and also facilitate a swift recovery while continuously improving the incident response process. So it involves a dedicated incident response team with specific roles and responsibilities, including an incident coordinator, technical analyst, legal and compliance expert, a communication team, a documentation team, and so on and so forth. So this structure approach ensures that incidents are managed systematically, allowing the organization to minimize damage, protect sensitive data, maintain business continuity, and also enhance its incident response capability over time. I'll also be touching base with the organization with the cybersecurity awareness infographic. In my organization, we have prioritized cybersecurity awareness and education using, infographic as a representation of our cybersecurity awareness program. So, recognizing a pivotal role of employee in maintaining security, we have a program where it emphasizes the significance of employee training and awareness and in reducing cyber risk. So I believe that by educating employee about various aspects of threats, various aspects of cyber threats, best practices, and safe online behaviors, organization aims to create a security conscious, a workplace that's capable for recognizing and reporting threats like phishing attempt and so on and so forth. So when you have a notable successes in the program, including phishing stimulation training, including tabletop exercises, monthly security workshop, and so on and so forth. All this contribute to an empowered, and it actually make the company to get vigilant in their workforce, and makes them to actively safeguard the organization digital assets. This, it will reduce the cyber risk, it will enhance overall security at all times. And then to round up this presentation, I will explore the organization commitment to cybersecurity, emphasizing its profound impact on overall success. And then the key, I would say probably the key takeaway of this presentation should include the creation and modification processes. So the organization follow a structured approach, right, for creating and modifying cybersecurity standard, emphasizing on collaboration among various departments and also with the stakeholders. So this standard aligns with the industry best practices and regulatory requirement. NIC also is like a way of adopting a specific standard, functional areas, implementation tiers and profile. So this also aligns this alignment also enhances the organization's cybersecurity posture and risk management. I'll also be summarizing the cybersecurity life cycle. The cybersecurity life cycle is a continuous process that encompasses planning, implementation, monitoring, and improvement phases. So we also have security policy and business objectives, which I talk about. The organization security policy usually closely align with business objectives. It governs data protection, access control, and incident response. So the security measure directly enable the achievement of strategic goals. I will also be summarizing what I've talked about in terms of the system and network diagram. For my company, the high level system diagram that we have in place actually showcase critical components and interconnection within my organization cybersecurity infrastructure. The risk assessment and business continuity as well is part of the takeaway. The organization risk assessment process is key. Business impact analysis and business continuity plan contribute to effective risk mitigation and business resilience. And type of standard, like I've said earlier, we have various type of standard which include the law, the regulations, policies, voluntary standard, and framework based standard. All these play distinct role in any organization cybersecurity strategy. And also I will be giving a rundown of incident response plan. As part of the takeaway, the organization needs to have a structured incident response plan in place, following a systematic approach for detecting, responding to, mitigating, and recovering from, and also learning from cybersecurity incidents. And the last but not the least is the cybersecurity awareness, which is one of the crucial things that has to be looked into. Any organization needs to prioritize cybersecurity awareness and education using engaging methods like infographic and training initiatives to empower employees in reducing cyber risk. So in conclusion, any organization whatsoever, they have to commit to cybersecurity, and which is the evidence throughout its standard, framework, policy, and proactive initiatives. So by aligning security measures with business objectives, implementing a robust incident response plan, and fostering a security conscious workforce, the organization not only mitigates cyber risk but also paves the way for sustained success in an increasingly digital landscape that we are into right now. And thank you so much for listening to my videos, and here are my references, and do have a good one. Thank you.